The man accidentally found a diary from World War II. At first he thought it was a boring diary, but after reading it, it wasn't just an ordinary diary. It's a veteran's account of his experiences on the battlefield. There were even a lot of old photos to illustrate it. It instantly drew him into the story. The content inside is even more realistic. It's not only about the detailed illustrations of weapons and the veteran's personal experience after killing, so he took the diary home. When he read it all in one sitting, a bold idea popped into his head. He typed the contents of the diary into his computer, even without changing a single word. After several days and nights of work, he finally finished copying all the contents. However, right as he was struggling with the book title, suddenly he came across a classic quote in the book. This instantly inspired him. He decided to name it Sable Noir, but when filling in the author, he was in a quandary. But in the end, greed overcame his conscience. He wrote his name in the author's column. Then he printed all the manuscripts and packaged them up and sent them to the publisher. In less than a day he received a call from the editor-in-chief. The person on the phone was very excited. He kept praising his talent. He even thought about signing an exclusive agreement. But Matthew, as an ordinary worker, had never seen such a big deal, although he had read the diary carefully, but he didn't memorize all the details. In order to avoid the exposure of his behavior, he lied about being busy, so he set the meeting for the end of the month. After returning home, he began to plan. He tried to memorize the contents of the diary in a short period of time, so he began to study the diary carefully. He marked all the important places. He even wrote down every battle. In order to better understand when the battles took place, he not only searched a lot of historical data, he also watched videos on the internet to learn how other writers answered journalists' questions. Through rapid study and training, he quickly developed his own narrative style. After he had finished everything, he didn't hesitate to tear up the veteran's diary and burned it all in a single fire, so that the memories of this former book would disappear forever. When he arrived at the party he was attending, he became the center of attention. The publication of Sable Noir shocked the literary world. No one expected the author behind it to be such a young man. Yet when questioned by seasoned writers, Matthew not only responded with polished fluency, but maintained professional composure, projecting the commanding presence of a literary authority. But it wasn't long before his attention was drawn to a seemingly ordinary girl. He mustered his courage to approach her, but the woman showed little interest in conversation. She had no attraction to the man before her, only wanting to meet the author of Sable Noir. Just then, a journalist approached Matthew, requesting an exclusive interview. At this moment, the woman realized the man before her was the literary idol she'd long admired. Amidst the awkwardness, her attitude toward Matthew shifted instantly. Matthew immediately chose to strike while the iron was hot, publicly inviting her to dinner. Anna was both flustered and flattered, and the two swiftly fell into a passionate romance. From that point onward, Matthew gained both fame and fortune, while winning the affection of a wealthy beauty. Through a single plagiarized work, he catapulted into high society's inner circle. Yet this golden era proved fleeting. A cascade of unforeseen crises would soon corner him into irreversible ruin.